Hello and welcome back. I am Arumba. Thank you for joining me. Let's play some more A Rocket per Patron. Let's check real quick and see. It's been a couple days since I recorded this last. We have 1,110 patrons. I think we're going to start launching rockets really soon. Stack and Consider capacity bonuses being researched right now. We're into the infinite research category, so things are going to start to slow down a little bit, which is probably good. The factory's going to definitely continue to consume resources, though. So here we are not actually getting any sulfuric acid barrels. We are within the range of the logistic network. We can actually tell by that little green dot right there, which is quite convenient. I ended up having to go back out again. I tried to make it tiny, but to make it easy to like interact with, I couldn't really see making it that small. So anyway, this thing is not as small as it could be, but that's fine. It's a blueprintable, hopefully easy to use thing. Let's strip it for now because I've got it saved. And then let's go and see why we have no sulfuric acid. Also, Arumba, if you're going to put down beacons, you might want to consider powering them. Okay, you guys are blocked because I'm a dummy and I never even did that. Nice. Brilliant. What is this? These things are old. And actually don't really need to be here because, well, the robots. So don't make that. What is this thing? It's a catch-all chest, apparently. Ooh. Wow, lag. I just told it to reorganize the chest. It did not like that. Yellow catalysts. Those are being requested and made somewhere else with beacons. You need better productivity. These are liquefier Mark IVs. They're not a bad thing. There is plenty of sulfuric acid, so we've got slag slurry. We actually have a bit too... Whoa, look at these guys. They're like in a perfect line as they deconstruct that. Wow. That looks cool, I think. These things... modules. What am I looking for? I'm looking for the sulfuric acid source. And it is here. And I've done this thing where you're allowed to work, and yet the overflow valve is preventing it from actually loading any. So, first off, let's get rid of that, because I don't like doing it that way anymore. Let's also make you into a passive provider with just a single tile. Just so much easier this way. Let's get rid of the overflow valve and just make some of this, please. You will have not productivity because that's cheating. That's taking it too far. Speed though, lose some speed. I'm gonna barrel up all that sulfuric acid. The sulfuric acid crafting should probably get productivity then. Just in case, I'm going to put down a requester chest to request the sulfur in, because I get the impression he's going to run out. There's no beacon in this area. Actually, when you have the beacon selected, you can see the AoE of the beacons. When you have a blueprint selected, you can't. Curious. Oh, you know what? I accidentally got rid of my construction robots when I cleared my inventory. What if I request some? Or can I just steal some from a roboport somewhere? Just a charging pad. Where the hell do these guys live? Probably all being used right now. Yes, 4,000 of them available in theory. By the way, yes, the reason why there's so many freaking robots is that I accidentally cut the wires. There was this restriction on here, pulling from this network, and when I upgraded an electric pole, it got rid of the red wire. And so these guys are just making them endlessly, so we ended up with tons and tons and tons and tons and tons of robots. It's not exactly ideal. I do not like how chemical plants are not fast replaceable. Let's go down to 2 of these. Get rid of the rest of them. Regular batteries. Still can't really have any extra modules in them or anything, but alright. Those should get upgraded. You should probably be upgraded too. And I think we can fit a beacon in this area. Now we gotta get this power thing sorted. Apparently using a lot of brass now. Wow, that's a lot of zinc plate. Okay, we're gonna copy your restrictions. We're gonna deconstruct these. I love how quickly the robots react. And they just immediately show up and start getting rid of stuff. Awesome. So upgrade that thing. This guy needs the zinc. I think I can go with the electric multipurpose down here. Here. And you were making brass plate. I'm fine with this. Let's get rid of the requester here. Let's get our productivity into these. We'll go with a loader-based output, splitter. And they are not affected by that beacon. Extra beacons seems good and fine. Okay, what's next? What's next is that I was working on power. And then I got distracted by something. I was working on trying to do solar panels, and then I was trying to set up... so sulfuric acid, that's why I was down there. Gotcha. Sulfuric acid should be delivered, and we now have zinc plate, which is the other thing that I just also made work better. Okay, so let's get a few more of these compounds here. Get these batteries being made, which were here. And you are still lacking the silver oxide. Silver oxide is going to come from a chemical plant or an angel's thing, and most likely, I'm probably not even going to need to check 2.5 with 400 versus the 2.5 with 360. This one's slightly cheaper and most likely going to have more module slots because Bob has a few issues when it comes to balance, I think. Let's grab a copy of our robot grid electrolyzer. No, the multi-purpose smelt. Nah, not really that one either. Let's try it though. We'll use that as our initial frame. That's backwards. And that's actually going to be a chemical plant with as many productivities in it as we can have. All of just 2? Wow. Okay, that's not very many. So generally these are going to need fluids as well, so they kind of do match the electrolyzer template more. Possibly. This is a behemoth of a template, but... Alright, the thing I needed was this stuff, which in this case actually doesn't need any fluids, so it's probably an oddball out, right? Because most of the things that are crafted in that recipe are probably going to need it. For now, let's just go find a single spot where we have space near the batteries, and okay, so your stuff's gonna come in. You got your requesters. You're making some of that junk. It actually should have been the other way around, that way this machine could be fed in. So let's do that. I'm gonna grab you, move you over by 1. Then remove you. Grab you and move you over by 1. Re-grab you. These were using the closer version. I don't want that. Oh, did I do all of them that way? Apparently I didn't upgrade it for quite a while. Okay. So you go here. And you don't have any silver nitrate. Okay, properly set those restrictions up. Yes, okay. So if you were there, silver nitrate. Nitrate. That sounds like something that's going to use nitrogen dioxide gas. So we have silver plate, I think. That was this guy. That looks fine. Silver nitrate. Nitrogen dioxide gas and silver plate made in a chemical plant. See, this is where I need that blueprint to actually be working. I didn't actually make it because the example I was trying to use didn't need it, but this one does need a gas. So we'll use this one as our template. Replace that. We'll put in a chemical plant 4. You're gonna make my silver nitrate as my example. There is no actual gas output in this case, but it could need it, so I rotated it. That's why it looks funny. Also, this thing's icon should be different. It should be the electrolyzer. Queue up. Chemical plant down. For now, again, finally, silver nitrate. Did I do it again? What the hell? Okay, the blueprint's off. In fact, it's rotated sideways. How the hell did I do this? Right, this one's just the thing I was working on anyway. Alright, electrolyzers are supposed to be like this. No. It's all off. I wanted it to be like this. Ah, okay. So I just placed it sideways. No. Yes. Place there. The blueprint's fine. I'm just getting confused by it. Alright, so in theory, this one could have multiple gas inputs, multiple fluid outputs, whatever. So we are going to keep that one around. We're going to take you. We're going to upgrade. Or create a new blueprint. Robot grid. Chemical. That's chemical plant, not a furnace. But honestly, I probably could just use the same blueprint for both and then just replace it as needed. But anyway, so in cases where we don't need it, we will strip. And I actually did set this up so that this does request in like the empty tanks for whatever's coming on the other side. But in cases where we don't need it, we'll just pull them. We'll get rid of the pipes, and you're going to request what you need. Sulfuric acid barrels are not supposed to be part of that blueprint. Okay, need to update it again. Also, I need to put no recipe with the modules. Now it should be good. Let's update the chemical. And then I'm going to put down the robot grid electrolyzers. We're going to get rid of that one. Do that and grab to here. Get rid of that guy. Electrolyzer upgrade. I think I just realized another one that I made. This one is going to have the icon of the pump again. Probably because it's the most frequently used item in the thing. Chemical plant. Date. Strip. Strip all those. Okay. Now in this case, coincidentally, you're actually right next to this, but now we got rid of the default request on that. Since this only requests one fluid, we can get rid of one of the pumps. And the thing that you're actually requesting is the urea gas. Is that it? Called nitrogen dioxide gas. Oh, my mistake. You're actually not going to request the same thing. But there's that thing, and you need your modules because this was not done correctly. But that should work, assuming nitrogen dioxide is in the system, which it's probably not yet. Haven't had much use for it or need for it yet. Why is my armor not working? Perhaps because I have no robots. Still. Where are the roboports? The roboports are so far spaced out that I can't find them sometimes. There we go. We still have these types of robots. There we go. We need to get the robots upgraded. Still. There's a lot of things that I need to do. Why was it coming down here? There was a specific reason. I remember that there was a reason. I just don't know what it is now. Nitrogen dioxide. Thank you. Hydrogen, oxygen. This gets purified. This is ammonia. It's urea. For some reason, I feel like nitrogen dioxide should be near here. But... I mean, we have nitrogen and we have oxygen, so... You actually have too much hydrogen. Huh. I think productivity still probably does make more sense, right? Because you're getting more crafts per thing. Clear that blueprint. We're going to load in the beacon. So you're going to make plenty of compressed air. I think I need a flare stack for... No flare stack in inventory. I can't craft them? I don't request any stone brick. Alright. It is running occasionally, like the... I need to make nitrogen dioxide, please. Chemical plant. Still within range. Nitrogen dioxide. Nitrogen dioxide gas. I mean, it's literally just compressed air into the two that I need. Next, compressed air into... That's what this one's doing. So I think we can steal some of that. Without affecting the other thing too much, I hope. Right, steal you, and then... Have you go over to here. Get you some productivity. And then we will go with the angel pump. Nitrogen. Still nitrogen dioxide. Restrict to 1. You're within range of the beacon, but we're not going to use productivity because that's cheating. But we will use some speed. Sure. 11.9 kilowatts. That's pretty good. The drain is 2. It running only increases the power consumption by a factor of 6. But you are not running because there's not enough oxygen. There's not enough oxygen because even though this thing does create oxygen, we have too much nitrogen. And before, nitrogen was the bottleneck. We're apparently flare stacking the oxygen. I still can't make flare stacks. Yes, I can. It's not true. Tell you what, I'm just going to put a flare stack for each of them. We're going to go... You're going to be for oxygen, you're going to be for nitrogen, and you're going to be for... Sorry, hydrogen, nitrogen, oxygen. Make more. Why is Picker not making these? Picker normally, if you don't have it in your inventory, it just crafts them. Did I accidentally turn Picker off? Or does it just not work with that item? Picker, Picker, Picker. Picker rename? Picker select entity? I don't see anything in here about... Oh, could it be that I accidentally turned off Handy Hands? I don't know. Maybe Handy Hands just doesn't like that item. Anyway, we need 3 overflow valves for these. 1, 2, 3. And underground belt. So if this causes problems, just get rid of it. And these pipes. You know what, I'm just gonna put one up here and one down here. Why is this still not working? I'm confused. Because that arrow confuses me, and that little tiny arrow is facing the wrong direction. Gotcha. Flare stacks to make the whole thing easier. Too much of this stuff, and we already have enough in there, and they're not being requested. Okay, so nitrogen dioxide gas is taken care of. Probably should have used a whole lot more flare stacks a whole lot earlier. Probably don't need 2 flare stacks here. To all of you who are saying, yes, finally. I'm sorry. What am I looking for? I'm looking for my robot grid. Are we finally making these damn batteries, please? Can we make these batteries? Yes, we've made batteries. Silver zinc batteries. Okay, so that was what was stopping us from making better solar panels, right? Yes, we have the solar panels. We have the accumulators. We have robots. We have flying robot frames. We do not have construction robot Mark IVs. So we don't have the construction robot tools because we lack ceramic bearings. Okay, we need to set up a thing making these, a row of these making all of these bearing types. So I'm gonna just copy all of you. Ah, that's a bad idea. We'll go to our robot grid 4-tier upgrade instead. We'll manually do this. That way they're not going to already have the settings all put into place. Okay, how many different types of bearings do we have? Oh, there's only 4. Perfect. Okay. So bearings. Each one does require the previous tier's steel ball bearings. So we're going to go set to 2. So we're going to go like U into U. U into U. We do require lubricants. That's what she said. Did you get it? That's what she said? Right? Uh-huh. Mm-hmm. She said that because every other... because they needed lubricant. That's why. Okay, lubricants. Down here, I had just done one of these guys. This is actually right next to the beacon row, so... that's fine. We'll put this guy, like, over here. Damn. Okay, you're requesting in that stuff. It's an active provider. We could do, like, speed. They do take from passive providers. What's the order again? It's, passive providers. No, it's... they take from storage. I think they actually take from passive providers after storage. I don't remember. Whatever, it's not a big deal either way. You are making a lot of those things. You actually probably need to be a faster inserter, don't you? You know what? This blueprint should actually be different-ish. I did this one originally because I was trying to do that fluid over there, but I'm noticing that in some cases here, these inserters are not able to run very fast because they're going the full 180-degree turn. So what if instead we did U, like that. You know what? It's the 45-degree angles that like mess with my ability to rotate stuff. So I'm just not gonna do that. We're gonna have you go just 90 degrees. 90 degrees is still better, right, than 180. But we can do this. Get rid of the need for that altogether. You're actually supposed to do the opposite. You're supposed to take out of there and put into there. So you take out and put in. Then you grab back out of that box. That just looks a lot cleaner. I just like the way that these angles look. Yeah. Okay, so we got each of those. Those are all made now. We should have hopefully started seeing some. Those are good, those are good, those are good, those are good. Everything's good. And robots. Flying robot frames. Construction robot 4s, yay! And logistic robot 4s, excellent. The last thing to do then is to set up next to one of these guys a thing to upgrade them, and I've forgotten how to do that now. It's been a long time. There was a special type of chest that we used. It was a robot replacer provider chest. Let's just go look at the one that we have. Let's see if we can figure it out. It was right there. You were making robots directly. We don't need to do that anymore. We got lots of old robots. Compressor chest, robot replacer provider chest. So there's 2,000... There's what? How many? Yeah, 2,400 construction robot Mark IIs in here right now. Bum-ba-da-ba-bum. Because of productivity. We were making more. They replaced the tier 1s. I'm guessing we actually have no more tier 1 robots, and that's why this robot replacer provider chest can't get rid of them. So I think we're ready. Now that we have all these different types of robots made, let's strip all of this construction area. Not make them this way anymore at all. We're gonna just get rid of these. All of this. These steel lines. All this stuff can go away. All the stuff related to robots. All of you. This entire advanced circuit feed thing can go away. This whole thing can go away. Okay, you're gone. You guys need power, probably because you're just the wrong size substation. The electric engine units don't need to be made here anymore because we make those elsewhere. Pipe, don't need to make here. Engines, no. Really, this entire area. This makes science, though, so we need that. Okay, I think that guy's still good. Don't know where these are supposed to go. I think they were used as like a recipe for part of a robot or something. I'm not sure. I've forgotten now. You guys are not producing because you lack basic electronic components, which is because I apparently did need that line. That explains it. I just put it in the wrong spot. Okay, so that'll get those guys running again. These are electronics assembly machine 2s. We should upgrade those to 3s. Get some productivity in there, even though I'm not sure if we're going to keep making them here for very much longer. Also, all the inserters are old and silly. These guys, even though they only look like they can hold 2, actually have 6 in each, which is kind of crazy. Okay, so the last thing I want to do then, before I take a break, and just hopefully check to see if science is still going. Stack inserter capacity bonus has stopped. Why? Because there's no purple science. There's no purple science because purple science is made over here, and we lack pump jacks. We lack pump jacks because there's no steel. But weird. Why did that just suddenly stop working? Very odd. Something to do with the amount of items that they could pick up changing or something, and then the inserters picked up too many or too few items or something, and that just messed it up. And then they couldn't load the machine anymore. It seems to be the case. Yeah, honestly, I'm just gonna get rid of one of each of these. I'm gonna get rid of you, get rid of you. Oh, it's so nice having them just like throw all the junk on the ground. And also, why do you not have a green module in there? You needed the steel and the electronic circuits and the brick. So we'll keep one of those. You can become a loader. The only thing we need is the steel. I'm gonna cut that. I'm gonna put you here, copy your stuff, and we're gonna upgrade you. Paste it again. We're gonna paste yours to here, upgrade you, copy yours. We're gonna check, make sure that this thing actually... Yeah, see, it messed up for a second. It did still pull some junk out of there. Okay. Even though I tried to prevent it. You don't have access to stone brick because something's wrong. Now it's working. Okay. These should get upgraded. Okay, so that'll get the research and stuff going, and what was the last thing I was working on? I was going to do robots. I needed that special chest. I want to get that done. I want the better robots, darn it. But we're already at 40 minutes. Crap. Alright, robot replacer chest. Make one. I was just going to do it, like, I don't know, somewhere. So the robot replacer chest, this is where we put the robots we want to upgrade. So, right? I can never remember how this damn thing works. It will try to replace lower tier robots. I don't remember. Let's just try requesting, like, I don't know, the tier 3s. It is doing it, and then, yeah. So, we could have a chest of each type. I mean, if the robots exist, I want to upgrade them. We still need to set something up to... Well, robots aren't being added to the network right now because we took down the whole setup. So, even though it's a bit excessive, I'm going to make a bunch of these guys. Actually, we don't need 8, we just need 6, right? Because you're gonna go upgrade the tier 2s, upgrade the tier 3s, and you're gonna upgrade the tier 4s. You upgrade the logistics. Probably could do it with just one chest, but I don't want to worry about the settings. Let's put a limit on these. Well, it's actually limited by the robots, the number of robots that there are anyway. It'll just try to upgrade them all to tier 4, I think, the way that it's set up right now. And whatever requester chests are requesting these robot types, which would be up here, it should be automatically putting them into here. The only drawback to this is that because of the distance here and the fact that you are pulling from the previous tier, you do have access to robots from the logistic network that are requested here. This robot thing has got to be faster than this one. Otherwise, we should probably just end up with a bunch in storage at some point. I'm not sure. Either way, the robots are going to start going faster soon. So that's exciting. Speaking of which, I want to get rid of my robots. Ooh, look, more logistic trash slots. Nice. Ooh, Roboport Mark IVs. Those look so pretty. Should clean up the inventory a little bit. Batteries, and all plate. These things. Those guys. Looking better. Okay, next up was what? I needed to actually get some of the tier 4 construction robots for my personal roboport, of which there is only 1, which means I can only actually use 10 robots, but I'm gonna grab 50 construction robot Mark IVs. And personal roboports, I think we'll actually try to make some more of these. I need more requester slots. Okay, cool. Well, it's a very long episode, but tier 4 robots are going. Speaking of the devil, we've got character logistics slot 7 about to complete, so that's nice. There, look at these robots. They're starting to move a lot faster now. These should all get upgraded. Every single one of these chests, by the way, has the name of a patron, so that's cool. You may have seen your name here and there. So, like I said, I gotta take a break, though. I'll be back in the next episode. Thank you for watching. I'll see you soon.